Long before the insurgent first struck in 2012, Borno State was popular for the rivers of Baga, which produce much of the dried smoked fish shipped to Chad, Cameroon, Niger, and down to southern Nigeria. Fishmongers converge on one of the commercial hubs of Borno, the Baga Road Market, conduct their fish business, stay overnight in one of the close-by hotels, and be on their way the next day. They did not just trade in fish, they bought all manner of bushmeat, crawling and flying creatures, as well as stay long as they wish. To this day, a short tower around the bubbly market reveals an eyeful.
Assalamu alaikum. Good morning, sir. Since you are busy with farm work, I have few questions for you, please. What is your name?
My name is Abubakar Idris.
For how many years have you been farming?
About 20 years.
What is the nature and profit of your business before insurgency? Is there a difference?
Yes, there's a huge difference. Before the insurgency, before we were sent away, this place was busy with farming activities, manure everywhere, and with little seed, one will get a large harvest. But now we put in much money but get a little harvest. Labor is costly as one needs to pay much before laborers agree to come to his farm. Then the time we spent on the farm too is not ample, as we cannot come out too early and we can't stay late. Also, we don't have access to the fertile area. We were sent out of our farms and forced to harvest elsewhere. We don't have access to virgin lands as they are occupied by Boko Haram. They are danger zone or no-go areas. Getting fertilizer too is difficult. We can't even predict the farming outcome as we may not have the access to the farm at the time of harvest. For example, last year we were forced to vacate our farms and homes. They will send us away and bring their animals to feed on our crops.
You've mentioned insecurity issues as deterrent to your farming, then the cost of labor. Furthermore, you presented the time factor and lack of access to the fertile area. Is there any other factor you would like to mention?
No. These are the major problems caused by the insurgency.
Thank you for taking your time to share this information with us.
Salam alaikum.
Wassalam alaikum.
Good evening. How is work?
Evening. Work is fine, we thank God.
What is your name, sir?
My name is Muhammad Jibrila, but I am popularly known as a master in the market.
How many years have you been doing this trade? Were you in this trade before the immigration?
I've been in this trade for nearly 2 decades, before and after migration.
This means you can give us information on how the trade was before and after the immigration.
Yes, I can give you that information. Trade before insurgency was peaceful and profitable. With 500,000, one can get over 50,000 profit. At that time, things were not very expensive and trade was going great without hindrance.
What are the problems you are facing as a result of the insurgency?
Most of the problems we are facing in this trade are due to the insurgency. First, there is security issue which prevents us from traveling to buy what our customers need. Once one cannot get what customers need, then trade facilitation is delayed or halted. Secondly, customers find it difficult to come out and buy things due to the security situation. Our customers are workers or businessmen like us. The insecurity had lowered the cash flow, so they don't have enough to come and buy goods from us. In addition to the farmers who sell their products and buy things from us do no longer come as they don't have access to town due to the insurgency and lack of profit from their farms due to low production. It's only those living in the township that can come out and buy things. As we are here, we are not getting any help from government or the market officials. Their help and support will go a long way in making things easier for the traders as it is now. So many traders have no capital.
Are these the primary problems you are facing?
Yes, and if we can get them solved or reduced, our business will prosper.
Thank you for sharing your time and information with us.
Please, I want to know how easy or otherwise it is for you to access healthcare facilities or hospitals during the insurgency.
Before, we can go to the hospital even during the night or early morning. It is hard for us now as there is this constant fear that something bad may happen to us on the way. Even during weddings or occasions, guests do not stay long, food is wasted, and we are not relaxed. Life is very hard for us now.
How was business before and after the insurgency?
At that time, before the Boko Haram attacks, we could go anywhere we pleased to fish. There were several places, but now because of the insecurity, we only have a limited area where we can fish. And with everyone trying to fish and make ends meet, this makes the limited area where we fish congested and the competition is high. Regardless, those that were able to get the fish don't get to sell all the fish because in the process of going out of the town to sell them, soldiers who work at checkpoints stop them to investigate their items and claim they belong to the Boko Haram. At the end of the day, they have to bribe the soldiers to get their fish through the market.
Good afternoon, sir. How is work and everything? I want to discuss few things with you. How have things been going regarding the farming before and now after the crisis of Boko Haram?
There's a big difference between then and now regarding our farming. Before the Boko Haram, we could go to different farmlands to plant and harvest. Everything in our lives was smooth and peaceful, but now things are very difficult. How did insurgency affect your business? How will you compare business before and after insurgency?
Business was busy and okay before, but now even getting the materials needed to facilitate the business is an issue. The roads are blocked and people are afraid to come out for business. The government has done its best to make things easier for us. Now the insurgency has reduced. It's not like before. We thank God, even though normalcy has not fully returned.